For Tina Keever, I went to the zoo.
Veteran Canadian rocker David Wilcox has recorded 5 gold and platinum records during his 4-decade career in the music industry.
Hey brother, if you want a thing that's help, do the bear cat. Do the bear cat.
Right from the start, he knew that in order to make it as a professional musician, you have to write songs that will stick in people's heads.
Now that's where we like it. Do the bear cat.
In the beginning, when I had no record deal and no airplay, I wanted to write songs that a person could remember if they started listening toward the end of the song. So I'd write something like Do the Bear Cat, or you know, a song where if you heard the chorus, you could jump in right away.
Do the bear cat.
In the early 80s, David was fully immersed in the rock star lifestyle, but got his first break on the folk scene. In his early 20s, David bought a pawn shop Fender, but didn't even know how to plug it in. Regardless, he landed his big break playing backup for Ian and Sylvia Tyson.
That was like a magic door. I was about to turn 21, and I heard they needed a guitar player. And that was the big gig on the folk and you know, folk rock scene in Canada, I guess at that time, never mind Toronto.
Decades later, David's main guitar is a classic Fender Telecaster. But this 78 has been seriously modified.
It's my main work guitar. It is an excellent Telecaster by itself, without any modifications. In other words, a really good sound. The classic Tele sounds, you know. But many times through the years, I've been responsible for the altering, or mutilation, some would say, of Telecasters, experimenting to get the most broad tonal range.
Teles are known for one classic sound, a distinctive twang. But David wanted his guitar to be able to produce a full spectrum of sounds.
I don't like changing guitars on stage. And so to have one guitar that will do the most that one guitar can do has always been my dream.
With the help of his guitar tech, he got an epic range.
This is, I'll say, our masterpiece, because I don't do electronic work myself. And there's a wonderful guy named Mike Zimmerman, who is my guitar tech and who did the actual wiring, but the concept is mine. The 2 original Tele pickups are still there, but also there's a de-Armand reissue here and a humbucker reissue, a Gibson-style humbucker reissue there. Now, there are 4 toggle switches. What that allows me to do is to have every conceivable combination of in and out of phase. So there's about 30-some tone positions it will get. Now, you can get a nice thin sound like that. You can get that sweet humbucker sound. You know, and anything in between, and all kinds of odd, varieties of sound. I have never played an electric guitar with a broader tonal range, active electronics or otherwise. I've never found one, and if there is one, I'd like to try it.
One of his other favorite guitars, a National Duolian, is about as simple as you can get compared to the Tele. But the Delta sound takes him back to another era. It reminds him of that special one that got away.
a teenager, I bought one of these and I sold it eventually out of necessity, and I always regretted it. So many years later, I found this one. The reason for its existence is it's the ancestor of the electric guitar. The problem with guitar playing for many years was volume. You know, a person plays in a bar or something like that with an acoustic guitar. It amazes me that an artist like Blind Lemon Jefferson would play a dance all night for 200 or 300 people with one acoustic wooden guitar. So one of the things they innovated was this, which is a metal guitar, obviously, with a kind of a pie pan-shaped resonator inside, and these little holes in it so the sound can get out. And it sounds really interesting.
David's style and his lyrics certainly have evolved from the days of Riverboat Fantasy and the Bearcat. His new mantra seems to be less is more.
Hopefully, it's gone deeper and gotten simpler, I would think, because I think simplicity is one of the essences of really meaningful music. So I keep learning all the time.
Music has unlocked a world of opportunity for David. But it's the words of a yogi that sum up why he goes back to his guitars time and time again.
Music is the fastest way to bliss, you know? And I've always felt that, not consciously before I heard the quotation, but it takes me away like nothing else does.